When Monday knocks you down, think happy thoughts, like Gerald Butler. Hi, this is Mass Rundown. If you enjoy watching our content, subscribe and hit the like button down below.
Today we're going to be looking at end of the world and disaster movie memes.
I photoshopped the girl from The Ring into this pic and it isn't even weird.
It's not. It's terrifying, but it's not.
I think it's such a weird pic. What are they doing in this picture?
Why does the Pope look miserable, like he's been forced to take a picture?
He does. He looks really miserable. And they both have like these black veils.
It's a funeral.
It looks like it's a funeral, some creepy movie or something. What the?
And clearly it was someone Trump didn't like, because he is beaming. That is a happy Trump.
Oh, and his hair looks like, like, you know, when you swim, if you're blonde, your hair goes that swimming pool yellow.
Lovely. Okay.
Oh, okay. It looks bizarre. Is this a real photo?
It's a real... Except for the ring girl. Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Uganda confirms 45 positive cases of COVID-20. We're in the end game now. Uganda's ahead of all of us.
Yes. No.
That's so well designed.
How else do you drink from that? Okay. Not well thought out.
A nice cup of 2020.
Yeah. Underwater ghost village frozen in time set to resurface and you can visit. Not now, underwater ghost village frozen in time.
It's not the right year for you.
Yeah.
Come back later, please.
Mummy returns or something.
Oh no.
Yes. Not now.
2080. I bet there will be flying cars in the future. 40 years later, we're fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah. Very apt. Time traveler. Hey, what year is this? Me, 2020. Time traveler. Has it happened yet? Me. What? Time traveler. The disaster. Me. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows this down? There's been quite a few disasters for tons of people.
Health tip, spread chili pepper on your hands. It does nothing against the virus, but you learn really fast not to touch your face.
Oh, your eyes and everything, my goodness. I don't think people realise just how much you actually touch your face.
I've realised how much I touch my face. Every time I go out and I hear the warning, don't touch your face, and then I realise, I'm busy touching my face at this moment, no!
I think people have been slowly becoming more and more aware of how much you end up touching your face. And it's no wonder why people are constantly getting sick. Millennials, I wish I was dead. There are too many people, we need a new plague. Coronavirus. Why are you running? You asked for it.
You got it. When you're in the 1400s in Florence and your buddy starts coughing. Update when you're in Milan in 2020. Update when you're anywhere in Italy in 2020. Update when you're anywhere in 2020.
Yep. It really pushed.
Yeah. We got a fun pandemic.
Sadly, without all the cool pandemic masks.
We got all the masks. Not the cool ones.
Not the cool masks. Just boring. Okay, January. Life's good. February, not so much. March, oh my god, what's happening? April and May, just in tears. June
Just
to
want
the
it
rest
to
of
be
the year.
over.
Yeah, just want to be over. Check out. No hairdressers, no makeup.
No, nothing.
Backpacking with the bare essentials, because right now with all the job losses and everything.
It's bare essentials.
Yeah, bare essentials you can't afford very much, and at this rate some people can't even afford their houses.
This was on Reese Witherspoon's Instagram. She posted it herself. I like it.
Yeah.
It sums up everything.
It's been a really crappy year.
Before lockdown and after lockdown.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm meant to go to the gym, I'm going to be better, you know, in the first few weeks of lockdown,
Yes.
and then after like a day or two, not even the weeks you expected, like, nope, I am going to be eating ice cream and stuff for personal reasons. Guess those folks will be stuck up there. Wisconsin State Fair cancelled due to coronavirus.
It's a very poor choice of picture.
Yeah.
Don't cancel it then.
Yeah. I would freak out because I'm afraid of heights, so that would not be fun.
I would love you to show someone from 1995 this picture and ask them what they think is happening. What is... Like, we know what's happening there, but... Yes.
In 1995, why are they wearing a mask? What are they doing with the cell phone? Why are they taking pictures of ice cream?
In 1995, that's not a cell phone. It's a square block. What are you doing with a square block? Pointed at your... Is that how you eat? I don't know.
And how do you eat? Because she's got a mask on and then she has ice cream.
Yes. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But to us, that makes 100% sense. Because 2020.
If the apocalypse ever happens, stay away from the Statue of Liberty. Because in every movie, something's going to happen to the Statue of Liberty. Like Cloverfield, There's the Day After Tomorrow, Doomsday Prophecy, Aftershock, Category 7, Ice Age. All of these things have the Statue of Liberty destroyed.
I'm assuming the Statue of Liberty is closed at the moment with lockdown everywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
So
if it's
it's okay,
closed.
we're staying away. We're doing our job. They're doing their part. Me in 2019. If I could just have a week with nothing else to do, nowhere else to go, I could finally get this house organized and clean. No, that wasn't the problem. And that wasn't the problem. That hasn't. No. So many plans, so little done.
For a lot of people, it's like you've been chilling at home anyways.
Yes.
Just, like for me, work was twice as busy because for some reason, when you're working at home, you don't get lunches, you don't get to have tea, you can't even go to the bathroom because they expect you to be on call 24/7.
Yep.
And your hours are just like all extended. And if you complain, they're like, well, you must just manage your schedule better. And I'm like, how can I manage my schedule better if you're giving me 20 hours of work to do a day?
But at least you have a job.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, but at least you have a job, don't complain. Yeah, and my mental health ain't doing that well while I'm doing this job, so, yeah. Conflicting feelings, to say the least. Dear sweet baby Jesus, if 2020 brings us zombies, please let it be the kind from The Walking Dead and not the kind from World War Z, because some of us are fat and can't find very fast. Amen.
Yes, please.
Like the slow, stupid ones, not...
Yeah, I don't want fast zombies. Let's do the slow ones. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. What a confusing time to be a pirate.
X's everywhere.
Yeah.
I apologize for not covering pandemics in my teen years. Clarissa. Explaining it all. Crossed out, of course. Did not mention this.
She didn't. I used to watch that, and she did not bring up coronavirus.
Did you watch that? I have no idea what it was even about.
She explained stuff.
Yeah, I got the gist of...
Well, also Melissa Joan Hart.
90s?
Very 90s. Just look at the shirt tucked into the jeans with the pants under the jeans. And
under the shorts, yeah.
Like, it's 90s.
Okay, I never watched this.
I think that was before Sabrina the Teenage Witch as well. That's how old that is.
Wow.
And not the new Sabrina.
Yeah.
Old one. The good one.
The OG. No, I like the new Sabrina.
The good. Look, a shooting star. I wish 2020 was more peaceful. Well, it's not a shooting star. Yeah.
That's Clark.
That's Clark. That's a problem.
Yep. And look, he's got even a little tear on his cheek now. He knows he's fucked. How it feels waking up every morning in 2020. Damage report. Yep. What else has happened while I was asleep? Either with the world or my family or just with my own personal well-being. Or not so personal well-being at the moment. Rather.
Yes. The internet don't care about shit. If the world was about to end, this would be the last meme. And it would be. Just meme it. Makes everything better.
Earth looking at Clark, basically, and knowing we're screwed. But let's laugh about it one more time before we actually die. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner.
Doing.
He's biting his glove, so he's looking at something, took his glove off with his mouth. So you're wearing gloves to protect your hands so you don't touch your face and give yourself a virus. And he literally bit the glove off, going straight into his mouth with your mucus layer and everything.
Fantastic.
So increasing his chances of actually getting sick in the process. What a dumbass thing to do. You know, rather not wear gloves in this case. If you're going to bite off your gloves and touch your face with your gloves, just what's the point? Why?
But just the general... Nobody's wearing a mask. Nobody cares.
And he's buying a shit ton of booze. It's not even like...
It's essentials.
Not in South Africa, it ain't. In South Africa, you couldn't even buy booze the whole lockdown. Like, it was banned. So definitely not essentials, yeah, but I suppose for some people in other countries it could be essentials.
The US dealing with disasters in movies, the US in real life. Yes, yeah.
All calculated in movies because the US is usually the superpower that is busy organising and making plans. And in real life, the US is pretty much fucked up. Because obviously they have the highest COVID ratings in the world. So... not so calculated after all. I wonder if movies are going to start focusing on other countries' governments because the US didn't quite do it. 1720, 1820, and 1920s have massive plague outbreaks. Not even a month into 2020, China's mysterious virus outbreak grows with 139 cases reported over 2 days. Yeah, I'm beginning to see a pattern here that I'm not quite sure I like.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So, like, every 100 years we get this huge thing. At least we probably won't be alive for the next one.
On the plus side, 2020 didn't leave us in suspense. I mean, like, a month into it, we were like, yay, pandemic, we got it, good.
Very early.
Their quarantine seems to be going very well.
My husband is for sale. People not enjoying spending so much time together because I suppose some people are like extroverts, so they go out and party and they're hardly ever at home alone together. And now with the quarantine, at least in South Africa, we had to literally be home almost for 3 months straight.
Together, locked up in a room. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people not quite used to spending 24/7 together. And I think in any relationship, you do get annoyed with each other at some point because, you know, think about growing up with your siblings. You fight.
Yes. There's no work to run away to. I was not put up for sale, so yay.
The way we are handling the coronavirus is proof that we wouldn't survive a zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
Yeah, because people are handling it very, very not well.
Responsibly. A couple of weeks of isolation with the family. What could go wrong? Oh yeah, because he was kind of isolated with the family. And they had a lot of room and it still ended up very...
I had that whole hotel and he still tried to kill his family. I've seen one or two other memes that have gone on with this theme of The Shining saying, the more and more I've been stuck in lockdown, the more and more I realise that he didn't quite overreact.
No.
That he was doing quite well.
On the flip side, if I can survive in quarantine, why couldn't he? Clean hands save lives. I use so much alcohol-based hand sanitizer, my hands have... My hands had to join a 12-step program.
Because they become alcoholic so much.
Every single shop. It
is so painful because you can't even get... Like, in the car, we use hand sanitizer before we get out. Then we go into the shop, we use hand sanitizer. And if you happen to be going to more than one shop, straight after you go to the next shop, you use hand sanitizer. Then when you get back in the car, you use hand sanitizer. And it's like, I've used hand sanitizer 20 times in the last 5 minutes. It feels like that.
It feels like it.
Every movie disaster kills thousands more people because the government ignored the scientists. So much for fiction.
Yes.
Because the scientists have said early on that we need to quarantine and, you know, social distancing, and people just haven't listened.
Greenland, Iceland, we've been lied to. This is a map of countries that have coronavirus, just like the simulations.
And
it's Plague Inc. That was...
And which country is not affected?
Greenland. Always Greenland. Well, not always. But Greenland is hard to get into in that game. It is hard. Like, if you get into Greenland, you've won the game. Totally. Like, that's the aim. Get into Greenland. 2020 was written by Stephen King and directed by Quentin Tarantino. Which is not true.
What?
George R.R. Martin took credit for 2020. He did.
Really?
Yes. Game of Thrones, he kills off everybody.
Oh, yeah. But it's just really actors like Stephen King, always all the horror, always the disaster movies. Often people being assholes.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Quentin Tarantino. Need to be saying more. When you find out your normal daily lifestyle is called quarantine. Other than going to work, I pretty much don't go out that much. We like to be at home.
We like to be at home.
Tomorrow's the end of the world. What would you do tonight? Answer with a meme in the comments down below. Bye.
Later.